next Saturday, October 9th, in Las Vegas for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. The rubber match, the trilogy, Fury versus Wilder 3. This is my prediction. Yo, what's going on out there? This is Cigar Boxing. At the end of the day, all we are fans, are fans. My cigar is definitely lit. What's going on out there? If you like this video, like and subscribe. But are you hyped for the heavyweight championship fight this weekend on October 9th between Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, and Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World? I know I am. I know I've been sitting back pondering about this fight for a while. It was set up in July and we didn't get the fight. This fight has been rescheduled like 2 times. It was supposed to happen in December, then it was supposed to happen in July. Then we had arbitration. We thought that Fury and Joshua were going to fight. And now that Joshua lost to Usyk, it's a lot going on with this fight. And this prediction, this fight, this rubber match, this trilogy is called No Excuses. No excuses. So in this prediction, we're not going to talk about Glovegate and if Tyson Fury was cheating and this and that. What we're going to talk about is what I see happening in this fight coming up next Saturday. Let me say, all of us, we're fans of fighters, but we need to relook at some of the fights and some of their fights before we get these predictions. Sometimes y'all are just fanboys. We fanboys. I understand. You like a fighter, that's just the way it is. Because I'm a wholehearted fan of Bernard Hopkins. I knew he shouldn't have been in the ring with Joe Smith, but, I just believed and wished that Bernard Hopkins was going to win that fight until his ass got knocked out of that damn ring. But it doesn't change the fact that I'm a fan. I'm not going to, exaggerate anything. So, with that being said, first off, let me say, this fight has been a long time coming. Both these fighters have been out of the ring for 18 months. 18 months of inactivity. So, let me say that first. Also, you got to think of who has the mental edge in this fight. You definitely got to give it to Fury with the way that Deontay Wilder got his ass whiz-axed in the second fight. That was one of them old school Ajax ass whoopings he got right there. Okay. When I look at this fight, this rubber match coming up, it's a lot of bad blood. It's left a bad taste in fans' mouth. The other question you have to ask with the ass whooping that Wilder took, who wants to see the trilogy? Who wants to see a rubber match? That's what some of us as fans have asked. But in my eyes, with, a lot of people believing that Fury may have cheated, and the controversy surrounding the fight, there needs to be a rubber match. And not only that, Tyson Fury is contractually obligated to a rematch. I know some of you say that Wilder stood in the way of, an undisputed champion. I understand that. Now that the shoe is turned and Usyk is the champion now, shouldn't Usyk fight the winner of this fight? I agree, but Joshua is contractually obligated to a rematch. He gets a rematch. Usyk has to fight him. And that's the way we got to look at it. I know I'm trying to be patient for a trilogy. For undisputed champion. So, in a prediction with both these guys being out of the ring for a while, the first 4 rounds, I believe, in this fight are going to be sloppy. Because both guys have to get the rust off of the fight. Because how can you train with guys that are that size? You got to remember that Fury is 6'9", and Wilder is 6'7", so it's hard to get sparring partners that are that tall. Let me say also, I don't know who the sparring partners are for Deontay Wilder, so it's hard for him to find sparring partners that are that tall. I know Joseph Parker is the sparring partner for Tyson Fury. It's some interesting things about that. He has a former champion in there sparring with him. So in this fight, the early rounds are going to be sloppy, and we're going to start seeing the real fight about the 5th and 6th round. In this fight, Wilder needs to make the most adjustments. I don't think he needs to become a supreme boxer in a year and a half, really. I don't think that's enough time to do that. I think with a fighter on his level or caliber that's a former champion, you can only add tools to the box. You can't totally break the mold and reinvent Deontay Wilder. I think what you're going to see in this fight, I think the strategy has changed for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, I believe, is going to come into this fight lighter. I think he's going to come in the 250s. I don't think he's going to come in at like 273 this time. I think it's going to come in a little bit lighter. I think Fury's going to move a lot more. I don't think he's going to try and take it to Deontay Wilder in this fight like he did the second one. When I look at both fights, there was something definitely wrong with Deontay Wilder in the second fight. Everybody has a bad day at the office. It's also a speed difference between these two fighters, with Deontay Wilder being the faster fighter and the stronger fighter as far as power. He could end the fight in one punch. So this is a 50-50 fight, guys. I think the longer the fight goes, the better it is for Tyson Fury. I think Deontay Wilder has to win this fight by knockout. This fight cannot go to the scorecards. And to be honest, I don't think it's going to the scorecards. This is a 50-50 fight. I can see either guy winning. It's not going to be a draw. So this is how I think Wilder will win the fight if he wins. I think Wilder needs to use his jab. He has a high-level jab. He does not use that much. And he needs to punch Tyson Fury to the chest, to the arms with his jab, not the head, because Fury moves his head quite a bit and is moving it around. I think Wilder just needs to apply that type of jab, but it has to be the jab where he steps into it and moves Fury a little bit. Can't be a pawing jab. And I think that's going to set up for better things later. I think he has to show more than just his right hand. That is the key. If he can hit him and get him with lefts and rights, I think that's the difference in this fight. And I think he can put Fury down in some of the early rounds because his power is ridiculous. How do I see Fury winning the fight? Do I think he can go in there and knock out Wilder? No. I don't think so. I think Fury's going to be out of there. He's not going to be willing to trade with him in this fight. I think he's going to move a lot more. He's going to pot shot him. But I think he's going to wait until the later rounds to try and take Wilder into deeper water, then try and get him out of there. I think Fury's going to move a lot more this time. Can he knock him out? I don't know. He has some pop, but he's not known for knocking guys flat out. Because I noticed, even though Deontay Wilder was getting beat in the Ajax ass whooping he took in this past fight, and Wilder vs. Fury 2, it did not keep Wilder down on the canvas. Wilder was able to get up every time. So, there's a lot to be said there. I don't know who's going to win this fight. I really don't. Especially with having 18 months off. Y'all tell me who you think is going to win and why, but I can't call it. I don't know who's going to win. I don't think it's going to be a draw, but it is going to end in a knockout. Comment section, tell me who you think winning this fight. Who's going to win it? I don't know. This is Cigar Boxing.